Hello, everybody. Nick here. Today is October 5th, 2024. So, I just saw the other day how Apple is releasing this new AI technology for their, I guess, the iPhone 15, 16, and some iPads or whatever. But I have to say it's quite amazing how technology is advanced. And a lot of people say that, it's either advancing too fast or it's not making the advancements, the leaps and bounds that it used to, maybe 20 years ago or 30 years ago. I don't know if that's the case. I do know that I've seen throughout my 40 years on this planet, at least, 30 of them, because when you're a kid, you don't know what the hell is going on. I've seen technology constantly evolving, constantly growing, constantly making human life, more convenient and more comfortable, easy. Sometimes not, not all technology is going to be perfect. Not all of it's going to be safe. Not all of it is going to make life super convenient. And in some cases, it could make us become lazier. And I think it has done that in a lot of ways, especially with like the smartphone or the internet. Not saying these aren't good things. I mean, it all really depends on what you use it for. But AI, for example, is one of those things that a lot of people said, oh, it's not going to be possible, or it's all science fiction and things like that. We've seen over many, 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 many years movies depicting, artificial intelligence. I remember one of them, I think was 2001: A Space Odyssey was one of the big ones, which shows the dangers of it. I think that movie was 1979, somewhere around there. And everyone thought, wow, that's not possible. Back in the day, it's not going to happen. Okay. We now have artificial intelligence. Sure, it might not be to that degree yet, so advanced, but I do believe that it's only a matter of time, really. One of the other films that most of you will definitely know is the Terminator film, which is based on an artificial intelligence that essentially became aware and caused the destruction of, the planet, making it a dystopian future, causing it to be absolutely chaotic, bringing in, robotic soldiers, which is the Terminator coming from the future to fix a mistake or cause the mistake to occur, whatever the perspective it may be. I mean, there's a bunch of those films, so it's kind of hard to keep track of which, the timelines and all that stuff. But I'm basically talking about like the first and the second films. The second one, they went more into detail about like the company in which that the system came online and became self-aware and saw humans as the threat. So there is definitely the the danger of AI getting too advanced. Now, a lot of people will say that's probably not going to happen. That couldn't happen. That won't happen. Okay, that's fine. You're up. You can keep your opinions and beliefs. That's fine. I truly believe it could happen. The other thing I was going to say is a lot of people see AI as a good thing, and sure, it makes, for example, creativity very interesting. You can just input some data, instructions, and voila, you have a picture that was created out of text, and the computer basically, the program puts it all together, and you have some work of art or whatever. I mean, you saw that earlier on when they started releasing these programs. I forget the name of it. I think it was a Google application or something, and people were using it like crazy. Now, I mean, one of the bigger problems is for artists, for humans. It's like you could create a song using an AI program, and it's it's so incredibly realistic, and it seems like someone may have just created the song, or whether like a script of a movie, or things like that. So it's definitely going to be having a negative impact on artists and people who write scripts, write songs for a living. Even for making like animated movies or whatever, it's gonna take over. And what's stopping it from doing that? What's stopping people from making that and then just selling it as their own property? It's not. It's taking away from human creativity, from the human what would I say, experience again. This is something that allows us to express ourselves. Now it's basically all being done by computer. Again, if there was a way to have, and I don't know if this does exist with AI, is there a way to see if it's an artificial intelligence signature on the said piece of work, like whether it's a song? Is there a way you can tell that it wasn't the person who actually did the song? I don't know. From what I'm understanding, there's no way. It's kind of untraceable, I mean, sure, there's going to be certain things that you could probably point out that it's, not somebody's work of art, based on like constantly, banging out some piece of information, some new works and things like that. You might be able to tell. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to make a difference. I just know that a lot of people are going to be out of work. It's taking away a lot from humanity. It's really, really kind of sad, artificial intelligence. Now, the biggest danger is, like I mentioned, I touched on a little bit, if it becomes so advanced, and many, many countries are probably going to start using artificial intelligence. What is it not capable of doing? Forget about what it's capable of doing, but what is it not capable of doing? It's probably going to be capable of doing so many things. Imagine if could be programmed to be a hacker, like completely impenetrable. You're not going to be able to, oh my God, just the repercussions of this technology is sky's the limit. I always say this, technology is fine. It all depends on whose hands that it's in. If it's in the hands of evil people, for which there are a ton of these days in the world, big trouble is going to happen. There's going to be some terrible ass things going on. I don't know. I don't know where humanity goes from this, because it's kind of like a fast moving train. I just don't see it stopping. I personally think humanity doesn't need this technology. We don't need it to make any big improvements. I just don't see, maybe I'm missing the point on that, but I just don't see how AI really is going to, make a big difference. Like, I mean, in a positive way. What changes? Like, what is it going to be better for? It just seems to me like it could be used in many, many different negative things. I'm trying to think on the top of my head what it could be used to apply for. Like I see a lot of people putting one of the earlier like AI movies that they put together. It was just horrible, So I'm not sure what positive is going to come from AI, especially as it continues to evolve and become more sophisticated, more complex. To me, it just seems like it's going to be all bad news. That's what I think. let's hope that forget about let's hope. I just don't. I think it's gonna be, yeah, AI is just gonna be bad news, especially when it's in the hands of terrible people. Yeah, I don't plan on using it. I'm not going to use it for anything. I don't care if I mean, it's already being incorporated into like Google, I think WhatsApp app, the WhatsApp app. You don't have to use it, but I think, unfortunately, this is like many other technologies. I haven't done videos about that yet, but it's kind of like pushing you to be forced to use it, and I don't like that at all. Not one bit. I don't know what the solution is. The only solution I can see is if everyone just stopped using technology, which I don't think that's going to be possible. I don't think that's going to happen. It's not good news for humanity, but humanity fucks itself anyway, over and over again. So there's just one more step in the wrong direction. I mean, yeah, let's even just imagine for a second that humanity was good and the technology was in the hands of good people only. Let's just imagine that for a second. Does that guarantee that AI is not all of a sudden going to be, once it has self-realization, it won't turn on us? Do you know what I mean? Is it 100% foolproof when it comes to that? I don't know. I don't know what the answer to that is. Like I said in the movie 2001: A Space Odyssey, it turned on them, and it's not like someone reprogrammed it. It just sort of became self-aware and didn't like humans, saw it as a threat. Same with the Terminator. I mean, it saw humans as a disease, which it might not be wrong, but I mean, it's that question, I mean, you got to ask yourself: is it worth the risk? Obviously, a lot of people didn't see this coming. Some did for sure. I mean, look at the movies. But yeah, it's definitely going to be something to watch very closely. AI is going to be, I mean, it's a game changer in the world for sure. Let's just hope that these movies are wrong. And even some people, I think some scientists and people like that, I think even Elon Musk might have said that it's one of the most, existential threats to humanity is artificial intelligence. I may be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that Elon Musk, who also is not to be really trusted, stated that. So maybe they're just giving a premonition of or something that they already know. Because I mean, a lot of these guys are on the forefront of this technology. So yeah, I don't see it as a good thing. I think it's going to be, yeah, we'll just have to see. I just think it's going to be make things worse. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Let me know what your thoughts on artificial intelligence is. Just had to get this one out because I saw this new Apple application coming out. I think it's Apple Intelligence or something like that. And yeah, would you continue using artificial intelligence? I think it's sold as a good thing. Everyone's like, it's really cool, really cool. So I mean, that's how they get pushed these things through. They they market it as a good thing, and people buy into it. Anyhow, those are my thoughts on AI. Maybe in the future I'll do another video should there be more news on it. And let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video very soon. Bye for now.